I'm Eric Russell, and this is Under the Wig with Jasmine Blue. How are you doing tonight?
I'm fine, Eric. How are you?
Great. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So I'd like to start with, how did you pick your name?
I didn't pick my name. I was in Miami at Sizzle. Next thing you know, I got a call from my former teacher, and he calls me and he says, I have a new name for you, because at first it was Lady Luscious, and that was horrible, and I didn't really use it. Next thing you know, he calls me, he says, your new name is Jasmine Blue. I'm like, okay, great, back to my Kahlua. It was really cute. And then I came back, I was Jasmine Blue.
Okay. So how did you get involved in drag? What got you into it? What made you, what was your first time?
My first time was actually when I used to be a muscle queen. I was in the gym twice a day, every day, during college. And then next thing you know, I went to an amateur show. And I was the one that was always in the back giggling. It was my first time at a drag show. I was giggling. I was like, ooh, she looks a mess. She looks horrible. She's doing... And then the host of the show says, if any of you bitches think that you can do it better, then you can get your asses up here and I will put you in a wig and in a dress. And I said, oh no, fuck that gay shit. I'm not doing it. And my friend dares me. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. And then next thing you know, I'm seeing dollars going to the girls. And I'm like, oh, okay, maybe I can do that. So I went in the back, and my first number was Whitney Houston, I Have Nothing. I got the bug and just kind of stuck with it ever since then. That was 2008.
Ever since?
Ever since.
What inspires you? What gets you going? What inspires you for your drag or just in your daily life?
What inspires me for drag is I enjoy the performance aspect of it and the illusion and the transformation. Those three aspects are very important to me. I want for someone to see me as a boy and then see me as Jasmine and say, oh my God, you look completely different. I didn't know that was necessarily you. You look great. You know, that sort of thing, as opposed to, oh, don't you do drag? I've seen you around. You look the same. You know, it just doesn't work for me. When I first started, I knew that my two icons that I wanted to emulate were Jessica Rabbit and Jackie Kennedy. So a good balance of sexuality and sophistication. That's me.
It is. Because the first time I saw you do the Jessica Rabbit, I was like, wow. I was like, that was Jessica Rabbit.
Thank you.
Then you did a Maryland. You did Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend.
I did.
So you push the boundaries. You really create this character, Jasmine, and it's just fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do you have a favorite diva? Who is it?
Whitney Houston.
Okay.
She's my number one. Whitney Houston. Next to her, Whitney Houston. And then after her, Whitney Houston again.
Okay. So Whitney Houston.
Quite the sophisticate.
Now, you're a former title holder.
Yes, I do.
Miss Gay
United States.
There's so many Miss Gay.
There's a lot of gays.
Lots of gays. Lots of gays. Why did you enter that pageant or that contest? What drew you to? What took you to?
I ran the prelim, which was in my city, and I knew nothing about pageantry or. All I knew was getting on stage and doing my number, getting off stage, end of the night. I got on stage, or I ran for the prelim, which was Miss Capital City, and I was first runner-up. I didn't know that there was a next step to this prelim. I thought I'd just run that, call it a day, go home. No. Christina Kelly won. She was Miss Capital City that year, and then I was the first alternate. What that means is, at that point, I am then chosen to go with the winner to compete at nationals. And I did that. So it was all by happenstance. I wasn't planning on going to the United States. Don't tell anybody that. But it's going to be on YouTube, so I know. But I did go there, and I won, which was amazing. And the reign was amazing for a year. And the thing that I'm most excited about having the title was the fact that I was the first girl to go in as a first alternate in a prelim and then win. As opposed to somebody that won a prelim and won. And then also, I was the first African-American girl to win Miss Gay United States.
Okay.
Out of all of them. And I was like, oh, that's a pretty big deal. The first black girl. So that was the best part of it.
During that year, what did you have to do?
I didn't have very many requirements.
Okay.
Which was good because it gave me the chance to learn more about my craft individually as well as pageantry as a whole.
What did you learn from the whole thing?
From the whole thing, I learned that it's very important to always be as polished as possible because everyone is always looking.
Right.
And may I say, judging.
Okay.
So, once you reach a certain, there are bubbles flying.
There's bubbles. It's snowing in here. We have snow inside the studio. Okay.
That's for ambiance.
Right.
Effect. So I wound up. What was the question? I'm sorry, I was distracted by the.
I know
bubble.
there's more snow. Okay. Wow.
What did I learn? Was that the last?
Yes.
question?
What did you learn?
What did I learn?
Yes.
To be polished. That's where I
Right.
was.
Be polished.
Be polished because everyone's always looking, and a lot of people may have things to say, but you have to be a strong individual to be able to know who you are, and not have anyone necessarily change you based on their comments. But it's always good to listen to be able to improve yourself so you can move to the next level.
Out of all the characters you've created and you've been, is there anyone you haven't performed as or you'd like to do next? You've done Jessica, you've done Marilyn. Who might be next that you're like, oh, I want to try this out and just see?
Oh, that's a good question. I like that.
Thank you.
Wow, I haven't thought about that one. Okay, well, first thing that pops to my head is I'm not a big comedy girl. I would like to try some comedy.
Okay.
Whether it's like Sandra Bernhardt.
Okay.
Monique.
All right.
You know, those sorts of things. I think that I should try a little bit of comedy eventually. Not today.
Not today.
Not tomorrow, but soon.
Okay. We might see some comedy coming up real soon.
Real soon.
To any young person out there who's following their dreams, whether it's from drag or college or whatever, what would you say to them?
The first thing I would say is, most importantly, have your education. Because when things like this happen,
right,
and people are asking you questions, you
yes,
want to sound smart.
Yes.
Halfway at least. But next to that is make sure that you are perfecting yourself and that you know who you are. Because if you are a weak individual and you don't know who you are necessarily, anybody can come in and just crush you.
Right.
A lot of people have tried, but nothing succeeded. So that's my most important thing. Know who you are and be true to yourself at all times.
If people want to find out more about Jasmine Blue, where she's performing, what she's doing next, how can they follow you, find out more about you?
You can find out more about me on Facebook, Jasmine Blue, JasmineBlue, or you can look me up on YouTube. Whoop whoop. And then also, I have all my videos there. I also have my videos on Facebook as well. My friends keep telling me I need to get a Twitter account, but it scares me to have extra access. I don't want people...
You can link all three. You can tweet at the same time.
Oh, my Lord.
Hashtag Jasmine Blue.
It scares me because some people on Facebook scare me, but that's a whole different story. I have to ignore a lot of people.
Block.
Exactly.
It's been absolutely wonderful.
Yes, it is.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Still good. Still good. Well, I am Eric Russell, and this has been Under the Wig with Jasmine Blue.
Jasmine Blue.
You never know whose wig I'm going to get under next, so tune in next time to find out. See ya.
Bye.